Hi guys, and welcome back to Yazzy's Journal. My name is Yazzie and I have brought you out to the beautiful outdoors in Tasmania, my front yard. I just thought it's a beautiful day. Let's talk and enjoy the sunlight. Hopefully where you are is nice and sunny, and if it's not, you can just pretend right now. So in today's video, I just wanted to talk about being motivated on a weight loss journey. If you didn't know already, I used to be 162 kilos. I am now down to 75 kilos. I have finally reached my goal weight. It is with a healthy parameter. For my height, I'm 176 centimeters tall, to give you a bit of perspective. And essentially, I've been on this weight loss journey for 19 months. Now, for a lot of people, you want to get to your goal weight within a week, within a month, or you might be one of these people who say, no, I can be patient. I can do it in 3 months. And that's realistic for me. Maybe it is. I don't know where your starting point is. Is it, do you have only 5 kilos to lose? Even those 5 kilos can feel super stagnated and also really overwhelming if you have been your current weight for a very long time. Like I said, it's been 19 months and I'm just going to share with you how to stay motivated to get to your goals and also enjoy the process. How do we stay motivated, happy, enjoying what we're doing, and not feel tired, not feel lethargic, not feel overwhelmed by our end goal? My biggest tip, I would say, is to set realistic expectations. What are realistic expectations? I'm talking no, girlfriend, you are not going to be 20% body fat within 1 week. Also, we want to have a understanding that being in a calorie deficit, it takes time for our body to process what we are doing. Like I said before, if you have been your current weight for a long time, your body has an equilibrium it's trying to maintain. So that means it wants to stay where it is. And how we can break that is essentially over time, being patient with ourselves, changing the way we eat, having that calorie deficit, and having the smallest calorie deficit we can achieve without it being too much that we are starving, we are ravenous, we are moody, and all the above, okay? So what I'm talking about is setting a realistic calorie deficit for ourselves. So we want it to be anywhere between cutting 100 calories to 500 calories from your maintenance calories. What are maintenance calories? Maintenance calories is the amount of calories we can consume by maintaining our current weight, our starting weight, as it were. So when we're at our starting weight, we want to see how many calories we are consuming. We can do that by downloading MyFitnessPal and tracking what we are eating for a couple of weeks and see the average medium between the calories every day for a couple of weeks. Or you could just do a rough estimate online to see what your current weight is and see what the calculator puts out for you. So I'll link that down below, calculator.net, I think. To stay motivated, we really have to remember why we started in the first place. And this is me asking you a personal question here. Why? Why did you get started? Is it because you want to impress someone else? Or is it because you're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired? What is your motivation? When you look at your motivation, is your motivation kind to yourself? Ask yourself that. If it's not kind to yourself, if you're thinking, so-and-so made a comment, last family reunion, I better lose 30 kilos by next week so that that person doesn't make fun of me. If that's your motivation, it's not going to be a sustainable motivator for you, because why? You're doing it for someone else. You have to do it for yourself. And I know so many people say that, right? Do it for yourself, But sometimes we do get caught up on what other people think about us, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. We want to have a good reputation. We want people to have an affectionate thought about us, of course. But really, the biggest thing I could say from this 19-month weight loss journey that I've been on is that it's only ever worked this long for me because I was so over feeling moody. I was so over having really bad brain fog. I was over my joints hurting, and I'm only, when I started this, I was only 28 years old. Like, I shouldn't be feeling like this right now. And there's something I can do to change that. And the recommendation from my general practitioner was to lose weight. And I didn't have to go off and lose, I don't know how much in total. What's 162 minus 75? A lot of weight, okay? I didn't have to lose all that weight. Even just losing 5 kilos or even like 3 kilos, I felt different. I felt better. I felt more improved in where my mental headspace was and also my body. I felt lighter. I felt like I could get off the couch better. Sometimes setting a small goal first and then seeing how you feel once you get to that smaller goal is maybe all you need to do. So if it's all you need to do, then, live with that for a little while. See how you go with that different style of eating, maybe being a bit more active. And then, play it by ear. Okay, I've, lost 5 kilos. Maybe I wouldn't mind losing another 5 kilos and just take it one step at a time. I know you don't want to hear this. I know you don't want to take it one step at a time, but you're going to have to. You know why? Because if you want these results to be long lasting, and I'm talking like forever, not like for that one event, not for your wedding, not for your family reunion, it is for you forever. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I want to motivate people to think about, is to do the long haul goal. Stop thinking short term, because short term gets short term results, okay? But yeah, over the last 19 months of losing all this weight, I'd have to say I'm a bit up and down with my emotions normally. Like, that's just me as a normal person living in this world. Like, sometimes I feel crappy, sometimes I feel really on top of the world. Sometimes I look at my body and I feel beautiful. Sometimes I look at my body and I feel crap. And that's at all different sizes. I have been all different sizes, and I've had positive ways of thinking about what I look like and negative ways of looking at what I look like. So if you want to stay motivated, realize that we're going to have those ups and downs. We're going to have those negative thoughts sometimes, especially if you have depression or anxiety or even maybe undiagnosed body dysmorphia. Then you better go check that out with a healthcare professional, because it is important. And yeah, you might be young like me and think, oh, I'll just, Google a couple things. It's not a big deal. Babe, in 10, 15 years from now, maybe you're not going to be so young anymore, okay? And what we do right now is going to affect us later, okay? So do the best you can for yourself right now. And if you are a lot older and watching this video, are you, 70 plus? Let me tell you, as a community nurse hanging out with a lot of people over the age of 75, the little things make a huge impact. So when a particular client starts going for more walks, his mood picks up. He is just shining, his skin is glowing, he feels motivated in life. And then you know what? He starts changing little things in his diet. Instead of having pizza every night, he'll have it maybe once a week. And instead of having deep fried foods every night, he'll have that, maybe like once every other night. And even though it doesn't sound significant, it impacts him. It impacts his vital signs. When we talk about vital signs, we're talking about blood pressure. We're talking about our blood oxygen levels. We are talking about how our cardiovascular system is going. So I cannot advocate enough that our cardiovascular system is so important. And if you don't know what cardiovascular system is, it's basically talking about our blood and our heart, how we're pumping blood through our body, how our body is basically, think of the blood as a traveling mechanism for all the good stuff and the bad stuff. So it's like it's recycling the stuff we put in our body. It's finding little areas to put the nutrients that we need to feed our brains, to feed our heart, to feed our skin, to be able to have movement in our muscles. It impacts everything. So our blood takes all the good stuff from what we're eating and helps it travel to where it needs to go. So that's why our blood movement, our blood pressure is really important to understand and know if we're talking about health. So sometimes weight loss and health doesn't always coincide, and that's frustrating because what the hell, guys? Why do we want to lose weight? No, we don't want to lose weight just to be, you know, a supermodel, okay? We want to lose weight so that we feel good and that we can impact our everyday tasks a little bit more from a positive standpoint. That means that we can even just put the wheelie bins out up the road without being out of breath. Things like that are going to impact us so positively throughout the next chapter of our life. So speaking again to the people that are over 75 or you think of yourself as an old person, it is possible to make those small changes, okay? Stop wanting to be who you were when you were 13 or 16 or when you were newly married. That girl's gone, okay? Mentally, she can be there for you, but you don't have to look exactly like you did when you were 25, okay? You don't have to. Why are you putting that pressure on yourself? If you're putting that pressure on yourself, there is no way you're going to stay motivated on your weight loss journey, because even if you lose 30 kilos and you look at yourself in the mirror and you look at your sagging skin and you look at all the dimples and everything, you're going to be like, why don't I look tight like I did when I was 25? Because no, you need to go get probably plastic surgery, and even then it won't look like what you looked like when you were 25. That's what I'm talking about, realistic expectations, okay? Have that conversation with yourself. Stop saying, okay, being in a calorie deficit doesn't work for me. I just need to go for walks more. Okay, do that, go for your walks. But do you really think having a massive surplus that you may be having, and I'm talking about some family members that I know in particular, that's why I'm bringing this to you right now, is that just going for a walk every day can impact your cardiovascular system. But if you are talking about having weight loss and having that significant impact in your cardiovascular system, then you want to lose weight. The only way to lose weight is if you can, like just walking and not changing anything about your diet, is that you have to expend a lot of energy. And in reference to the people that I'm talking about that are 75 and up, maybe you're not in a physical position to get yourself into that calorie deficit by purely exercising. So having realistic expectations about that also. So we have to have a little analyzing of our food, what we're consuming and how much we are consuming. If counting calories is really triggering to you, and I've had a few comments left on some YouTube videos of people having an issue with calorie counting, it works for me. Okay, and if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. But it's not one size fits all, okay? So if you have an issue with calorie counting, then just go la 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 to what I'm about to say next, okay? But basically why I like calorie counting is because I can see for myself what I am consuming. If I do not track my calories, and I've dabbled with that before, I tend to undereat my calories and I become so moody and so grumpy, and I am not a pleasure to live with, and it impacts my personal life. So as soon as I started counting calories, I was able to consume more food in a calorie deficit than I was previously. So it gives me more freedom. It gives me more freedom to eat more. And like sometimes I'm at the end of the day and I have like 300 calories left over and I'm like, wow, I'm not even hungry, so I won't even eat those 300 calories. Or sometimes I'm ravenous and I'll be looking at my calories and I'll be thinking, oh, that's why I'm hungry, is because I didn't eat those extra calories, you know? And I can look back over a course of a month and see where the spikes have gone, where the lows have gone, and manage my weight output by calculating the mediums of what I am tracking for my food. So how many calories I'm consuming per day. Even if I overconsume my calories for a couple of days out of the week, I can look back and see where I was. I love having a logbook because it makes it more sustainable and realistic for me that I can consume more calories and that I have the stats, I have the knowledge, I know where I'm at, and it's just easier for me. So that's why I count calories. So staying motivated while you're counting calories can be frustrating for some people because you don't want to do it every day. That's fine. That's why I say, like, find a couple of different meals, like 3 different meal ideas. Stick to that for a couple of weeks. You have it in your fridge ready to go. You roughly know, because you've tracked those calories before, what those calories look like for those meals. And then you're not going to have to weigh every single thing every single day. You're weighing it for that first time that you have those meals, but then you know, you eat them for a couple of weeks and you don't have to track, and you can just put it in your FitnessPal because you already know how many calories you're eating, right? So it makes it easier that way. Also, being motivated is really like when you have those low moments where you feel like nothing's working, nothing's happening, or maybe you've hit a plateau, think back to where you started, to where you are now. Sometimes we might feel like, man, I haven't lost 5 kilos for it feels like 6 months. All right. Okay, but where did you start? How much weight have you lost in total? Okay, well, I kind of lost 3 kilos in the beginning of my journey, then it was stagnated for a little bit, and then I lost another 5 kilos, so yeah, I guess I've lost some weight. You have. Be happy and be celebratory about those victories. Sure, it's not going to be fast, guys, but it's happening for you. And that's what I'm saying. It is happening for you. Celebrate those victories, okay? Make sure that you commend yourself on the weight loss journey. Do not be self-critical. Do not hate on yourself and see yourself the way you feel like other people see you, like those negative aunties that call you fat at family reunions. Who cares about them? Care about yourself. Honestly, if you can start small, all those good things build up over time. They really, really do. So how to stay motivated? Be honest with yourself. Set realistic expectations. And remember where you started, okay? Thanks for watching my video. I know it sounds a bit emotionally up and down, but you know what? This is our life we're talking about, and it's important. And it's our health and our happiness. So it means a lot to me, and I hope it starts to mean a lot to you too. So thanks for watching, guys. The wind is picking up now. Look at my forehead. Where's my maxi? Bye, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below, where are you at right now? What's your questions for me if you have any? Or just show your love down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.